Hello, YouTube. Um, Let me see. Well, this is my first video I'm ever making. I'll be dead honest, eh? So, what's going through my mind? Well, I designed this thing. It's called. I named it the One World Language. For example, you go to China, Japan, France, or Italy, and like if you ever noticed this, it has like a SAP button. You see this? The SAP. You see the SAP button? So what you do, you press that, but my idea, it'll be with internet connection, cable, Wi-Fi, anything, any type of fucking internet connection. You could always change the TV channel in English, so you'll be in France, Germany, Italy, anywhere all over the planet, and you could always change the channel in English. I'm trying to put it for the radio too. The SAP, this thing, but for the radio. No more buttons either. You see this? This is a thing of the past. I want to put like the smartphones, like, but make them controllers. So like it won't be no more buttons or none of that. You see this fucking stupid shit? They still make this shit like. So I got a thing. I'm trying to call it a smart controller. I'm trying to put the SAP button for the radios. So now you could go to France, Germany, like England, wherever in the world, and every radio station will always be in your language. I call it the one world language. I'm trying to make the Bluetooth, the sign language, like Bluetooth sign language gloves, and I'll hand them around the world, right? So what it will do, while people are using it, I'll start collecting data for the sign languages. Later on the TV, I'll have all languages and all sign languages. So that is fluent in every country in every way. The day that comes out, they're gonna put me on history books. Why would they put me on a history book? Cause this goes back from Bible history. If you ever read Genesis 11, the Tower of Babel, God did not want to speak to each other, so He broke us into different languages. Well, from God breaking us to different languages, this is gonna be an era where it's one world language. All you gotta do is know one language to know all the languages. You get me? On TV, radio, computer, phone, like on every piece of technology with the language barrier, it'll always be encrypted in your language. This does not cost that much money. It actually costs 50 grand to make. If I could find a person that'll do it, but I'll have to work a deal. That's without marketing or like advertising or none of that. Uh, so yeah. So the sign languages, let's say like on a smart controller, right? It'll be like a touchscreen. You can make it bigger, you can make it smaller, and you can move it around the TV. Like bing, 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 bing. Oh, I want it right there. Like, and that's how the sign language will work. Like it'll keep getting faster. So the TV will have like the sign language thing, and you can move it around the TV screen like. Psh, psh. Why does it bother me? This idea, I had it for like three years already, like 3-4 years. The language barrier. For the SAP on the radio, computer, phone, Blu-ray, like everything, I had it for 4 years already. So right now, for example, right, this does not only go in the US, this is gonna hit the planet. What's so good about this? What's the value of this? Well, for what I know, the more languages you know, the more you're worth. If you make something in technology, it pays more. So after like all a person does is encrypt the codes, and that's it. You're the one that turns on the TV. All right, I speak this language. Bam. And technology does the rest of the work. The language barrier is so strong, even between man and animal can communicate. Take an example, Coco the gorilla. That's animal and man, like understanding each other through language barrier. That's how strong the language barrier is. I'm surprised they haven't pushed my shit forward, because without my shit, Netflix and Hulu, they're losing money. Why is that? Why are they losing money without me? Because they're like Netflix, right? For example, everything comes out in English. So imagine if you gotta choose your own language, what language you speak, and then Netflix will be in every language available. Like every language in the planet will be available. Like, oh, I speak this language, pink. And now Netflix could get more subscribers. So we'll know how much Netflix is really worth. Like, it's like putting the language barrier on Netflix, and then bam, now they get to choose what language they speak and what everything's gonna come out. So without my shit, they're gonna lose a lot of money. I call it the one world language. I am the first one to come out with it. How do I know I'm the first one? Cause this has not been out since Bible history. Bible history, God did not want to speak to each other, so He broke us up into different languages. With technology, bam, now we can speak all one language. This is the first time done from BC to AD timeline. And like, yeah, right now I'm sitting like on $1 trillion, man. If I'm telling you, man, they're gonna lose money without me. I'm pretty fucking excited though. Yeah, what I'm trying to do right now, I'm not gonna lie, I'm trying to get famous. Like, I don't want the fame, I'll be honest, Like, I want the money. But the money and the fame is gonna come with my project. Why? Because now you could go to France, Italy, Germany, Spain. You could change every TV channel in English. For example, right, you're in the United States. There's like a lot of people from different parts of the world. And now every TV station and every radio station will always be in their language. Now they get to listen and understand like everything. Like, so I made this. This actually breaks history. For example, right? Let's say two countries were to go to war with each other, right? Now the whole world could eavesdrop on why they're fighting. You get me? You could go on YouTube and like you'll always be able to change it in your language. So now you're able to change everything on YouTube in your language. So if two countries go to war, we could listen to both sides why they're going to war and all that shit. So this actually makes the new world order. Like, the system, it has to be changed by force. Not whether they want or not, it has to. I made the new world order, like by encrypting the languages. Yup. Me. Remember that. Yeah, my name is Luis Alfredo Solano. Right now I'm living in Fontana. I design like so much more. Like, I got more than the language barrier. I made this project. It's called Restoring Human Life. For example, right? You know how the Atlantic or the Arctic Ocean, how it's all melting? That's what global warming is really affecting. It's affecting our environment. Like the Atlantic Ocean or the Arctic Ocean. Like, like right there on the top, like of the two hemispheres. All that ice is melting. Once all the ice melts, we're gonna be living in SeaWorld. So what's gonna happen when we live on SeaWorld? People are gonna be, oh, nah, you're gonna die. We're all gonna die. Imagine all the gasoline and all the oil that's gonna touch with all the ocean water and all the fucking like, all the fishes are gonna die. Everything's gonna die unless we freeze the Atlantic or the Arctic Ocean to restore it back how it was. Like boom, when God gave it to us, we'll leave it how He left it. And that's years of fucking damages, you know. Like I got that project. I'm working on cancer and diabetes and all kinds of other shit. For example, right? I filled in all the vitamin charts. So it goes A1, A2, A3, A4, A5, A6, A7, A8, all the way to the ends, B1, B2, all the way through Z. Double compound, triple compound till it ends. Like boom. I filled it up and I'm the one that gave it the name, the human body system. Because vitamins make your body function. For example, right? I do not got a cure to cancer. But I have a way to build an immunity. For example, you eat marijuana every day, right? With the CBD on it, it'll start being activated in your system. So the more that you eat it, the more you'll build an immunity, like towards cancer. Years and years later, people will be, hey, why did I catch cancer anyways? And he didn't. There's two types of cancers. There's natural cancer and man-made cancer. Anything that the human body is supposed to heal everything naturally. If it doesn't heal it naturally, it is man-made. For an example, right? An apple a day keeps a doctor away. Imagine who a doctor is. It's not the apple that keeps the doctor away, it's the vitamin. So vitamins are good for you. B17 is illegal and CBD it does the same. It says it fights cancer. You get me? CBD and B17 it says, well, B17 is illegal but it's not supposed to be illegal. Vitamins are part of the human body system. They're not supposed to make vitamins illegal. And CBD, as we know it fights cancer from the marijuana. So like the more you eat it, it actually builds an immunity towards in your system. In generations from now, it will reduce chances of cancer to like boom. Now we could separate natural cancer and man-made cancer. And like B3, it says it helps out for diabetes. It lowers down the sugar or reduces the sugar or whatever in your system. So if an apple a day keeps the doctor away, then this one keeps cancer away, this one keeps diabetes away, this one keeps this away, and this one keeps that away. You hear the pattern and the system? The systems usually have patterns. An apple a day keeps the doctor away. This one keeps cancer away, B17 CBD. This one keeps diabetes away. This one keeps this away, and this one keeps that away. This keeps this away, and this one keeps that away. If you cannot heal it naturally through human body system, it is not natural. And yeah, like me, I'm the one doing this projects, you know. I am the real life designer himself, you know. Like repping for that low life, flesh and blood, like yeah, this is me that's doing this, you know. Like it's a Mexican. Just don't be disappointed, man. Nah, don't be disappointed. Yeah, but like, yeah, these are my projects, eh? Like, I'm trying to push them like forward as fast as possible. Like, if anybody could help me, guide me, or whatever, it'll be much appreciated. Cause right now, it's me doing all this. I have wrote Warren Buffett before. I got a response from Warren Buffett. If you check who Warren Buffett is, he's one of the richest people on this planet. And I wrote him. I wrote a couple billionaires. And the last person I wrote not that long ago was Oprah. I wrote Oprah Winfrey. I asked her if she could make me famous for my birthday. Like not street famous, but world famous. And that's all I need, just this last door, and then bam, I automatically step into the billionaire section, like, with no effort, Like, why? My mind. Yeah, but that's the last person I wrote. I wrote Oprah Winfrey. Hopefully she does me the favor. I told her if she could make me famous for my birthday. I wrote her to the studio, and I hope she got the letter. The letter says to B1A1. And yep, I wrote it right there, like, boom. I told her I wrote Warren Buffett. I asked her if she could make me famous, I didn't ask her, oh, I need a house. Nah, man. I need fame. Do I know how to be famous? Yes, I do. The thing is, with fame, they'll be like, hey man, what's up? We want to see you on TV. Or you want to do an interview with me? Yeah. I'll charge you $5 million for 30 minutes of my time. And they'll look at it like, why are you worth that much, man? If you hear like the shit I'm saying, like I'm fucking throwing out stuff that's gonna be worth trillions of dollars, 30 minutes is pretty reasonable for my time, I'm not what's their face, who's their face, and what the fuck, eh? I'm me, like. And that's how it is when you're famous, If they don't like you, then you might be in tomorrow and not by the next day. Like you might come in and then that's the last time they'll see you, man. You're gone. Hasta la vista. And that's called show business. But my shit, I'm gonna be connected to every TV channel on the planet. Imagine how many TV channels there are in Alaska. Going down to Canada, United States, all the way to Mexico, all the way to the other side of the world, all the way down to Germany, fucking Japan, all the way back to Fiji Islands and back to Alaska. Like, imagine how many TV channels there are. And every TV channel will always be encrypted in your language. Every single one of them. So I'm going to be world CEO. I'm going to be like the world CEO, And yup, that's why I'm doing this shit on YouTube, babe. Like, hopefully, like I get subscribers. Somebody could guide me, or if you guys want, you guys could visit me and we'll speak numbers. If anybody wants to invest in me, like I just want this shit done ASAP. Right now, I had this shit for like 3-4 years. I should have been a multi-billionaire 4 years ago, like that. 3-4 years ago, I should have been a multi-billionaire, like beyond retired. But I got no one trying to help me out. Nobody's on that same mission as me, trying to get rich. Like nobody's on that boat. People will talk about yeah. But look, you see an opportunity right here, and you ain't saying nothing, eh? Like, you're not even taking advantage of the opportunity that's in front of you, man. None of you guys are taking the opportunity. So fuck it, eh? If this is how it gotta be, then it's gotta be like this, man. Oh yeah, the thing about me, I do not have a high school or GED diploma. I do not believe on going back to school and getting my high school or GED. But let me tell you why. One time, right, I was at school and I was doing hard ass work. So I told the teacher, man, this is fucking hard, man. Like, So I told the teacher, what kind of job can I get with this? And we're doing math. And the teacher told me nothing. Like, wait, what do you mean nothing? You mean like if I'm a rocket scientist or like an astronaut, or I can never use this? Nope. I'm like, why am I learning this for? It's good. No, it's not. There's 2 types of educations. Growth and development or nonsense. You could learn 2 things. You could either learn vocational trade or nonsense. For example, you read Dungeons and Dragons. What are you learning? What are you learning about reading? Dungeons and Dragons. Now you read about the 40 laws of power, the human lie detector. You're reading business management books. Now you're reading, all right, growth and development. Now you're fucking actually learning something that you could apply to life. But all the fucking work to get your GD, or like you gotta even say lies. Like, all right, who discovered America? And then people will be, oh, Christopher, man, we all know that shit was a lie. Why am I willing to accept a lie just to make a grade? Fuck that shit. I'm not gonna get dumbed down by the system like the rest of you guys. Until they fucking fix their education status right, then I'm not willing to go back to school for shit, homie. Not for my high school or my GED. Like, there's a lot of shit on the test itself to graduate. You have to fucking learn. I have to go back to school and learn a whole bunch of nonsense. Shit that I'll never apply after high school or like after I'm done getting that shit. Until they could fucking fix their fucking shit, I'm willing to go back to school. But until then, man, don't fucking tell me shit. Until you guys fix your fucking education level right. Oh yeah, and let me tell you one last thing. You guys heard of Children Are the Future? I'm the one that made it. Alright, there's more kids than adults. There's 5 to 6 times more kids than adults. So every year the kids are growing. Who's paying for all this? The adults. There's adults with no jobs. You know they're not paying taxes. There's adults that are in jail. They're not paying taxes. They're taking taxes. There's people in prison. They're not paying taxes. They're taking taxes. There's some people that just don't want to pay taxes. They're not paying taxes. There's some people living in the streets. They're not paying taxes. There's people getting fucking food stamps and welfare. They're taking taxes. And and the kids are growing like by 5 to 6 times more. So what's gonna happen? We're gonna go on budget cuts, and then we're gonna hit a recession soon. So my idea is like Job Corp. We'll give them vocational trade at school for 9th through 12th grade, and that will fix the U.S. debt. Why? Cause to begin, kids are gonna help out for 9th through 12th, and there's more kids than adults to begin with. So you see, and within the school, it'll make money within the school, giving them a vocational trade. That means like the school will be making money at the same time. At the same time they're educating, they're making money. And the good thing about it, like Job Corp and shit like that, you don't start vocational trade till you hit college, and they did it before college. So I recommend like doing Children Are the Future, and it's gonna be like Job Corp, you know, kind of. Yep. But that's it, eh? Like, I'm the one that actually made Children Are the Future, you know? Rep it for that low life, like, or whatever. Like, this is him. Flesh and blood. Like, I'm tired of this shit, though, you know? I'm trying to get paid finally. So, anybody on YouTube, like, subscribe me, write me, or whatever. Later.